A homeowners association in a community in Clearwater, Florida, wants a police officer to get her vehicle out of the parking lot in the neighborhood, her duty assigned police vehicle. They said they already have 2 cars of their own, and this makes a 3rd, and they want the police vehicle to be removed. This is just getting crazy. I don't understand it. In just a minute, you're going to see a news clip on this. It's only like 1 minute and 20 seconds, but it's got a lot of people upset, including some of the neighbors. And I just wanted to talk about what the world is coming to when everything seems to be wrong with first responders and the people who will come to your aid when you need help. Hi, I'm Gary York, True Prison Stories. If you like this video, please subscribe. You know, the homeowners association in this story is claiming that this vehicle is a commercial vehicle and it has to be out. It's under the homeowners association rules, no commercial vehicles. But our former governor, Charlie Crist, at one time was the state attorney, and he made a ruling that police vehicles are not commercial vehicles. And the homeowners association is arguing that it is a commercial vehicle because it's owned by a government agency. You know, at the end of my career, I was a bailiff, and I sat in some civil hearings and trials with these homeowner associations. Now, not everyone who is in the homeowners association or in charge of it is crazy, but I'm going to tell you something. I almost came to the conclusion that the majority of the people in charge of the homeowners association are busybodies that want to control everything in the world and everyone's lives. My opinion only. Let me put that out there right now. Yes, there are some level-headed people in charge of homeowners associations, but the battles I saw in those hearing rooms are just unbelievable at some of the things they want to do. And you see the guy in this video in just a minute, one of the neighbors, he is absolutely right. Some rules are just bad rules, and he explains how the neighbors, the majority of the neighbors want the police vehicle in the neighborhood. I would want the police vehicle in the neighborhood. I think it's a great thing to have a first responder as a neighbor next to you. Any kind of first responder, whether it's EMS, firefighter, police officer, you know, there's a ton of them I can name. I would want them living somewhere near me. You know, I think it's a great benefit to have them in your neighborhood. Who knows? Maybe the people in this homeowners association that are in charge of it just have something against law enforcement. Who knows? Why would you not want that? And I love what this guy says. There are bad rules, and sometimes bad rules need to be removed. But the homeowners association in this case is not going to budge. They would not comment, as you'll see in this video. And they said you could talk to our attorney. Sounds just like some uppity-up homeowners association person that would rather go to court and spend tons of taxpayers' money on hearings and trials and fight because a police vehicle, they want them out of the driveway and not in the neighborhood. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable to me. It's actually sickening. And, you know, I spent 38 years in government between corrections, law enforcement, and the Army, and I won't live in one of those neighborhoods myself. No offense to anybody that does. They're beautiful neighborhoods. And yes, of course, there's some things you want to keep track of. Sure, you don't want the grass growing 3 feet high. You don't want some vehicles up on blocks with no tires. But you know what? That's why I live in the country. That's my choice only, my opinion only. I couldn't put up with the homeowner association telling me, oh, you have a ladder next to your fence, you know. But everybody has their own opinion, and today I just want to talk about, I think it's wrong that this homeowners association wants this police officer's take-home vehicle removed from her driveway. I think it's wrong. What do you think? Watch the news clip and let me know. Gary York, True Prison Stories, please.
In this gated Eastlake community, a Clearwater police officer is facing an ultimatum. Stop parking her marked police cruiser in her driveway or pay hundreds of dollars in violation costs.
I mean, the first thought is like, it's a joke. Like, this is like the most absurd thing like I've ever heard of.
Speaking on behalf of the officer and her husband, who is also in law enforcement, Dan Perry says taking home a marked cruiser speeds up response times and deters crime.
Every place I've ever lived, if I had a police cruiser parked next to me, I felt safer.
State law says HOAs can prohibit commercial vehicles from parking in driveways, but an opinion issued in 2005 by then State Attorney Charlie Crist, a law enforcement vehicle is not considered commercial.
They don't have that vehicle for the purpose of profit.
Holiday Isles Management, the HOA managing Cross Point and Eastlake Woodlands, agrees, but says her cruiser is issued by a government agency and therefore violates HOA rules.
There's bad rules sometimes, and sometimes in order you don't enforce those rules, you change those rules.
Perry says the family deals with tragedy every day within the community and says what's happening to them isn't right.
You just hope that they can come home to their family and just live their life, but it's like now they're being harassed by this association.
The HOA told us no comment, but passed our request on to its attorney. Heather Lee, ABC Action News.